Modalities Movement Therapy session. This is week 43 of these online classes. My name is Brenda, and today we're going to focus with the use of a foam roller and a soft reflex ball or a tennis ball will do. We're going to focus a lot on our breathing and releasing the deep core line, as well as balancing and really focusing on releasing that fascial tissue that surrounds those muscles in the deep core line. We are going to, the breathing, as I mentioned, we're going to focus a lot on that, and we're going to focus on utilizing that whole diaphragmatic area. So we want to focus on breathing into the lower back and getting a lot of movement into the spine, into the hips, and just releasing most of these areas of the body. Let's get started. Let's take a nice deep breath in and reach up and stretch. Link the fingers together and squeeze the shoulder blades together behind the back. So that's your position. Looking over the shoulder from one side to the other side. So the head is moving. Get a nice rotation into the neck. Two more. And the last one. Now you're going to bring your hands over to one side, and I want you looking forward to drop the ear to that shoulder. So you're bouncing into these movements. It's a great way to hydrate that fascial tissue. So you should feel quite thirsty after you finish doing this with all the massage into that fascial tissue. Let's keep the head up. Leave the hand wrapped around the waist and take either your tennis ball or your reflex ball into the opposite hand. And you're going to massage over that side of the neck. So you're dropping that shoulder down, really lengthening into the shoulder and the neck, onto the upper trapezius. So where the shoulder meets the neck, those muscles there that often carry a lot of tension. I want you to massage and release that area and move up into the neck and right along the neck, up to the base of the skull, along the occiput bones. So move in little circular directions. And release the ball again. Hopefully it'll balance, stay there. And link the hands behind the back. And I want you to feel if the rotation in the one side of the neck you've released feels a little bit more easy. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So drop the ear to the shoulder and just focus on bouncing into that stretch. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Coming up again. Take the ball in the other hand and massage over that side of the neck. Keep that hand wrapped around the waist. Move into the upper trapezius and up and along the neck, along the occiput ridge, and down again. Feel those trigger points and just get into them. Nice little circular motions. Focusing on your breathing. We're breathing through the nose. Remember that nitric oxide, that superhero. So we want to really focus on the exhalation to help create that nitric oxide in the body. From there, I just want you to release. Again, look over your shoulders. Hopefully your range of movement has improved. Let's take the reflex ball onto the foot, and we're just going to release the sole of the feet and massage a lot. The ball's nice and soft. Really push down on it to get a nice fascial release in the lines of the body. Let's move in little circular directions. Focus again into the arch of the feet and up and down. Let's do the same thing to the other side. push into the ball and really massage. Move in circular motions as well. And don't hold your breath. You can release the ball to the side. Now I want you to lie your foam roller lengthways onto your mat. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And we're going to reach up and stretch. And you're going to roll down through the spine. And you're just going to hang out there and bounce. Walk your hands forward into a down dog position. And I want you to tuck the tailbone. So from your down dog position, pushing the heels into the mat as much as you can. Tuck the tailbone and come forward into a plank position. Let's drop down onto the knees. And you're going to take the foam roller, bring it onto the floor next to your mat. And I want you to come into, you can either come into a plank position or drop your supporting leg down onto the mat. Your knee is in line with your hip. And so the foam roller, we're going to roll along the inside of the thighs. And again, you've either got that option to be in the plank position, putting a little bit more weight into the roller, but this area can be quite sensitive. Remember, you have 10 times more neural pathways in your fascial tissue. So if it is quite sensitive, drop down onto your supporting leg and slowly make your way along the inner thigh. Get a nice turnout in that hip. Make sure the knee stays in line with the hip and really focus on that deep core line. Keep breathing. Let's come back to center. You can either leave the foam roller where it is and turn around, or take the foam roller over to the other side. So releasing the other leg. Roll along that inner thigh, either in that plank position or drop down onto the supporting leg. Try open up that foot, the supporting foot, as much as possible, so you're opening up across the hips. Two more. And the last one. Now you're going to bring the foam roller between the knees, and we're going to rest the foam roller along the front of the body. So you want to soften the sternum. We want to encourage that breathing, and as I mentioned, we're going to breathe into the belly button and we're going to push the breath into the lower back when we lie down and focus on the breathing. So this should be a nice comfortable position. Let's bring the tailbone right to the back of the roller and make sure the sternum is resting on the roller. And just relax your arms and your forehead onto the mat. So position yourself so you can get quite comfortable onto that foam roller. The sternum might not be the most comfortable position, but by releasing it and focusing on the breathing, we'll soften that sternum and stretch across the front of the chest as well into those pectoral muscles. That will help us with our posture. So in this position, you can bring the forehead onto the hands if you need a little bit more height. You're going to focus on that breathing. Focus on breathing through the nose. Remember that nitric oxide, and you pushing the belly button into the foam roller, and the breath will come into the lower back. And let's focus on breathing in for a count of 4. Hold the breath for 2. Breathe out for 6 counts, and again hold the breath for 2. If you can't breathe in, breathe out. We want to really focus on the exhalation. So if you can't breathe out for 6 counts, focus on breathing out for 4 counts and holding for 2. Here we go. So just relax into it. Try release any tension in the neck and shoulders. and breathe through the nose. Okay, so continue going. I'm going to count down for you. So we're going to go for 4, breathing in, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your breath for 2 counts, 1 and 2. Exhale for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and hold for 2. Now we're going to add a squeeze with the knees. As you're breathing out, I want you to squeeze with the knees. Breathe in, release the knees. So you're activating that deep core lining, activating the inner thighs by squeezing on that foam roller with the knees. Let's focus again on the counts 4, 2, 6, and 2. Nice deep breath in for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold for 2. Push the belly button into the foam roller and feel the breath moving into the back. Let's breathe out for 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze that foam roller. Hold it for 1 and 2. Again, release the foam roller. Take a nice deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 1 and 2. Let's breathe out for 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Hold your breath. 1 and 2. 2 more times. Nice deep breath in for 4. Breathe out. Hold the foam roller. Squeeze it. Can we do one more? Nice deep breath in for 4. Hold it and breathe out. Squeeze that foam roller. Good. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Release the foam roller. Take your reflex ball and come onto one knee. So we're going to focus on just massaging over the top of the foot and work into the front of the ankle and around those ankle bones, the malleolus over there, up and down the back, the Achilles tendon. All this time you focus on your breathing. Take the ball around to the other side, move around that Achilles tendon, around that ankle bone, and up and down that Achilles tendon. And just a little bit on the top of the foot. And release the ball. We'll use it just now. Now you're going to take that foot, and I want you to take it quite far away so that the knee is either over the ankle or slightly behind the ankle. Turn the foot out, and you're going to drop your hand down onto the ankle. So use the elbow to open up the inner thigh. The supporting leg, you're going to turn out, pushing the big toe into the mat. If you find you can't do that, then rotate it as much as you can, because we want to focus on opening up into the hips and stretching that deep core line. Taking that hand onto the thigh, and you're going to look over that shoulder, and we're going to bounce into that rotation. So you're feeling that stretch along the inner thigh, and hopefully into that hip rotation there. Look over your shoulder and bounce. Keep your breathing going constantly through the nose. And 4 more, and 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to rotate that back foot so you're on the front of the foot. Extend your top arm so you're opening up across the chest. From there, we're going to reach forward as we breathe out. Take the hand onto the other hand and stretch your front leg. Take a nice deep breath in and look over that shoulder. Follow that hand to the back. Nice opening up across the chest, and breathe out into a nice spiral line stretch. So from that foot over the back into the shoulder and reach to the hand. Reach the hand as far to the toes as you can. Take a nice deep breath in and open up, and breathe out and reach. Again, a nice deep breath in, open up. So just make sure you're in that nice diagonal position from the knee extending to the other knee along those inner thighs, opening up as much as you can, and then reaching the hand to the other hand, and again open as much as you can and keep going. Let's do another 2. Breathe out and stretch. Breathe in and open up, and breathe out and stretch. And the last one, and breathe out. That front foot stays where it is. Adjust it if you need to. Bring your hands onto the mat, and I want you to take that back foot and extend it back. Lift the knee off the mat. Now we're going to bounce the hips up and down. Now progress if you can, or you can stay with this option. If you can, I want you to bounce your foot to one side of the mat and over to the other side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, you've got that first option. Let's keep going. 2, 3, 4, to the side. Again, we bounce. 2, 3, 4, and side. 2 more sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and change. Last one. And change. Bring the foot back onto the mat. Step yourself into a down dog position, and again round the spine and come forward into your plank. Drop onto your knees, and let's take the ball onto the other foot. So we're going to massage over the top of the foot, over the toes as well, and then move onto the ankle bone, to the inside or outside, doesn't matter, and up and down that Achilles tendon. Let's bring the ball onto the front of that ankle, and over the other ankle bone, or around the other ankle bone, and then up and down that Achilles tendon. And you can release the ball. Let's take that foot and turn it out. So again, take it out to the diagonal, and your supporting leg, turn out as much as you can. So you're taking that foot as far out as you can, and then you're bringing the hand onto the ankle. And we're going to rotate, quite a nice challenge for the balance. Open up that back shoulder, look over that shoulder, but bounce towards that front leg. Really opening up and retracting that shoulder blade. Bounce there. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Reach that top arm up back to the diagonal and lengthen there. Now you can slightly rotate that supporting foot if you want to, and breathe in and open up. Breathe out, and again breathe in. Keep going. Get that movement into the head and the neck. Breathe out. Let's do another 2. And breathe out. And another 1. And breathe out. Good. From there, I'm just coming back onto the mat. That front foot stays turned out. Hands into the mat, inside that foot. And you've got the 2 options now, just to bounce the hips up and down. And when you're ready, if you're ready, take the foot for 4 and change. And 1 and change. And change. Keep going. 2 more. And change. Bring the foot back onto the mat. Step yourself back into down dog position. And you're going to come forward into an extended plank. And then drop the knees. Uncurl the toes. Take your reflex ball again. And I want you to bring it under the palm of the hand. And this is going to help us with the wrist releasing into the arms, into that arm line. So just a nice massage over the palm. Pushing it right into the heel of the hand. Let's do the same to the other side. Really giving it a nice pressure into the palm of the hand. And let's release that ball. Keeping the hands on the mat. I want you to focus now into it's similar to your push-up, just focusing, but keep the elbows straight. So we're activating the back arm line and those rhomboids. So we're breathing in. So you're squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back and breathe out. Good. So if you see it from the front, so you're keeping the elbows straight, spread the hands out, breathing in and breathe out. Slightly rounding the spine here. So a nice deep breath in, retracting the shoulder blades together, activating those rhomboids, and breathe out. Keep going, 2 more, and breathe out. And the last one, and breathe out. Now we are going to go into a push-up, and you're going to stay on the knees. So we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together again. So you're squeezing and pushing down, breathing in. Breathe out as you come up. You can slightly round in the pelvis and then open up into the pelvis. Breathe in as you drop down and breathe out. Squeezing those rhomboids together as you go down, and then you can bend into the elbow. So this is a preparation for our push-up. Breathing in, squeezing those rhomboids together, and breathing out. And 1 more. And breathing out. Right now, bring the knees together. We're going to focus on extending one leg and the same arm as the leg, and we're going to take them over to the diagonal. So this will be your position, and you should feel that supporting glute activating. So your hand is on the mat, and you're extending your arm and your leg over to the same side, and then you're going to lift it and tap it out to the side. So if you're watching me from the side to the side and open up. Good. Feel that those supporting glutes kicking in. You are going to slightly lean into that supporting side and across and open. Do another 4 and release, and 3 and release, 2 more and release, and the last one. Hold it in this position, keeping the fingertips on the mat in front or the floor in front. I want you just to lift and lower that leg. So the supporting glutes should be kicking in now. 4 more, and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. From there, still using that same leg, I want you to bring your fingertips towards your knee. So your opposite hand is in front of that knee. You're going to bring the supporting foot is open, and the lifted leg, you're resting the arch into the arch of your supporting foot. And you are rotating that knee out and in. So I want you to hardly put any weight into the mat. If you want to use the foam roller, you can do so. If that gives you a little bit more height, then you can round more in the spine. Let's bounce that knee out and in. Feel those glutes really activating in the supporting leg. Keep going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release the foam roller if you're using it. Staying on the same leg, I want you to drop that hip onto the mat, and your supporting elbow is underneath your shoulder. From there, take the top hand, make a soft fist, and rest it in the palm of that bottom hand. We're coming into a bit of a spiral line lift. So we're breathing in, pushing the hips up, and now I want you to rest the ball of the foot into the arch of the supporting leg. From there, you're going to open up, and now you're going to drop that top knee and open it up. For 2, the supporting glutes should be working nice and hard. For 4 and 5, 6 and 7, and hold it in that turnout. Push the pelvis up and get a nice stretch, opening up and activating the glutes. There, reach that arm and lengthen out. Good. Come back onto the knees, and let's go over to the other side. So let's go back into our push-ups, and we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, bending the elbows, so retracting the shoulder blades. Let's breathe in and out. So just getting that movement in the spine, and breathe out. Good, nice deep breath in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathe out. 4 more and breathe out. And 3, breathe out. 2 more and breathe out. And the last one, and breathe out. Good, bring the knees together, extend that back leg over to the diagonal, and reach the same arm over to the diagonal. Breathe in and open up, breathe out and stretch. So a nice lateral line stretch, and open up. Reach and stretch. Breathing out. Breathe in as you lengthen. Create that space down the lateral line. Breathe into it. Breathe out. Let's do another 4. And breathe out, and 3, and breathe out, and 2, and breathe out. And the last one, you hold it in that position, lift and lower the back leg for 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, last one, 8. Good. That same leg, I want you to bring the foot into the arch of the supporting foot. Bring your roller back, round your spine. Lean into your supporting glutes. So take the hand, the opposite hand in front of the knee. Stay in that nice rounded position. So you're challenging that balance quite a bit and having to activate the glute, work harder to activate the glutes. Let's open up and rotate for 8, and 7, 6, and 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop down onto the elbow, and we're going to do the same thing in that rotated position. Palm in, fist into the palm. Lift up, open up, and rest the ball of the foot in the arch of the supporting foot, and let's go into that rotation. So really open up and push that pelvis up and drop for 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold it in that rotation. Push that pelvis up, reach that arm, and get a nice lateral stretch as well. Reaching up and out of that hip. Good. Drop down onto the hips, and now we can take the foam roller, and we're just going to release the neck and the shoulders. Nod the head from side to side. Nice. Release. Keep focusing on that deep diaphragmatic breath. Last one, from side to side. Bring the arms next to the ears, lift the tailbone, and just think of stretching into the neck. You're massaging those deltoids at the top of the arms, and think of lengthening and stretching the neck. 2 more. And the last one. Drop the tailbone. Lift yourself up, bring your head into your hands, and massage over your shoulder blades. Make sure the weight of the head is resting in the hands, and just rest into the roller and release those shoulder blades. Good. Let's bring the tailbone down. Bring the roller to the base of the shoulder blades. Open the feet up. And just releasing in the hips. So you can look away from the direction the knees are going. I want the rotation to come right from the waist. Make sure the head is nice, the upper body is nice and open, and breathe out. Now push the lower back into the mat. Breathe in. Rotate the upper body and breathe out. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you shorten the distance between the hips and the rib cage, and then you breathe into the other side. 2 more. And breathe in. And the last one, you'll feel the roller does have a tendency to roll down a little bit, and breathe in. Back to the center, pushing the lower back into an arch, and breathe out. Nice deep breath in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and keep pushing that lower back down. Let's hold it in this position, lift the knees, and bounce the knees to the shoulders, pushing the lower back down into the mat. Feel that those abdominal muscles engaging. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Knees together, using those core muscles. Lift yourself into a seated position. Now we're going to drop, finishing off. Just bring the ear onto the roller. Knees to the diagonal. Let's extend that top leg. I'm just going to shift myself up a little bit. Extend that top leg and the arm to the diagonal. And I want you to take a nice deep breath in. As you bring that arm back and extend the leg forward. Keep the head resting, but follow that top hand and breathe out as you come forward. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, nice deep breath in and breathe out. We've got 4 to go. And breathe out. Make sure those hips stay stacked so you're not dropping that top hip back. Squeeze the glutes and push that hip forward. Another 2, breathing out. Breathing in, sorry. And breathe out. And the last 1. And breathe out. Hold it in this position. Lift and lower that leg. Now try bring the inside of the foot right down onto the floor. Another 4. You can use the arm as well if you want to. 2 more. And the last 1. Good. Let's bring the foot into the hand. Keep the knee where it is and tuck the pelvis under. Increase that stretch into the front of the leg. Let's take that foot and bring it onto the knee. Now the toes are pointing to the direction the knee is pointing, and just push that knee open. Good, so nice stretch into that hip and the glutes. Let's stack the knees again and come over to the other side. Bring the ear onto the roller. You can bring that roller quite far back. Knees from the diagonal, extend that top leg and reach the arm up and forward. Let's take a nice deep breath in and open. And breathe out. For 2. And breathe out. For 3. And breathe out. 4. And breathe out. And 3. And breathe out. 2 more. And breathe out. The last 1. And breathe out. Hold it in this position and lift and lower the leg or the arm and the leg, getting that nice lateral stretch. Keep going. Another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Stretch it and lengthen out. Coming onto the hands and knees. I want you to focus on just stretching the upper body. Keep the hips over the knees. Reach your arms forward and bounce your chest down. Breathing in and breathe out and bounce. And take one last deep breath in and reach up. Just swing the arms around the body, shake everything out, and well done.